More Anthology by Caitlin Moran. Stay still. Need to train them better. Tennessee Williams, A Streetcar Named Desire. My camera just made a funny noise. We are still filming, it's all good. Hey guys, it's Grey and Crayon. We have limited light and battery, so I'm just going to get on with it. But before I start, very quickly, this is literally just going to be a list of what I read in 2017. In the order of how I rated them on Goodreads, so I think 2 is my lowest to 5 stars. I don't know why I rated some of these. I was going through them and I was like, why did I give that 5 stars? But I did, so I'm just going to stick with that. If you want a more detailed review of any of these books, then let me know in the comments and I will film them for you if I can remember it. And if you have any requests for books that if you have any requests for books that you think I should read and review in 2017, then let me know. I read 50 books this year, and last year, and I'll hopefully will be reading more this year. So you'll probably see the top of the pile. We've got quite a few, so let's go. The lowest rated was 2 stars. Yes, this is 2 stars. This is A Little Book of Confidence, and it was awful. Edited by Tidy Rowan, that's all I know about it. It was awful, would not recommend. The advice in it is horrific. And then for 3 stars we have Walking with Witches by Lynn Huggins Cooper, which is set very close to where I live. Not exactly where I live, but very close. So I enjoyed that element of it, but the rest of it was really boring. Revenge of the Dragoon by Terrance Dicks. It was like 100 pages long, less than that, like 80 pages long, so you know, wasn't expecting much. Now You See Me by Emma Horton. I think this is signed. Yes, this is signed. Not really worth it though. The Light Between Oceans by M.L. Stedman. This is one of my most favourite books and it's just been made into a movie. Haven't seen it yet, but it was me. In Sparta by Mark Wagstaff. I read this for a project and it was okay. Aeneid by Virgil. These are all 3 stars. Did I mention that? I think I did. Yeah, I had to read it for classics. It was alright. It's very annotated. It's alright. 21 Proms by a full list of authors, which I'm not going to name. Some of the stories in it were okay, most of them were a bit meh. Can't really rate this because it's 21 individual stories by 21 different authors, so. 300 by Frank Miller. Got this also for a project, so it's full of post-it notes. It was meh. It was meh. Books that I read that I don't own, that I've borrowed from like a library or someone's given me or bought on Kindle, things like that. I gave 3 stars were Dan and Phil Go Outside, which was me, but I think that's only because I didn't get the actual physical book copy of it. The Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children graphic novel, I Predict a Riot, Two-Way Street and Angus Thongs, but the first one, I can't remember what the first one's called, I've just written down Angus Thongs. Yeah, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Next, 4 star. Where did that post-it note go? Volume 3 of the Black edition of the Death Note manga. This is books 5 and 6 in the normal version. Anime is brilliant. This is good, not great. Orange is the New Black by Piper Kerman. Would very much recommend if you like the show. More Anthology by Caitlin Moran. Some of the articles were good, some of them weren't. The Spartans by Paul Cartledge was perfectly fine as an information thing, but not very good as a book. City of Death by Douglas Adams, from a story by David Fisher, and also by James Goss, so who knows who this is actually by. Yeah, it was pretty good, but it had some boring sections, some slow parts, so I only got 4 stars. Mostly Avoid Partially Stars, Volume 1 of the episodes of the Night Vale podcast. There will be a more detailed review of this coming in February, I think. Yep, 4 stars. Still need to read the second one. Philip Larkin's The Wits and Weddings. Yes, this is a version that I did read. It was for English, so it's all annotated. Yeah, some of them are good, most of them are rubbish. But the good ones are like really good, so I feel like it boosted it from a 3 to a 4. Yes, as a 17-year-old, nearly 18-year-old classics student, I did read Groovy Greeks and get it signed by Terry Deary and gave it 4 stars because I feel like I would really like it as a kid, but maybe not now. Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire would have worked as a book, didn't work as a play. Light the Way by Jo Kipling. I really, really like Jo. She's amazing. This is signed as well, I think. I've met her twice on the time of filming, but we'll have met her again in coming weeks. She's lovely. The first one was really good, and I cannot wait for the next one in the series. We also have books that I don't own. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Celia's Daughter, Salt and Negma. They were poetry books. I haven't written down who they were by. Phonogram Volume 2, which is a graphic novel. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and I will be reading the next one soon. The Territory and Everything. These were all also given from 4 stars, and if you want to know more about those books and possibly a full review, I will link my Goodreads in the description. On to the 5 stars. The entire Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, which is it in order? Yes. Favourite series ever. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, The Restaurant at the End of the Universe, Life, the Universe and Everything, So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, and Mostly Harmless, all by Douglas Adams. These are my fave. Elena Vanishing by Elena and Claire B. Dunkel. This is really, really good, but also trigger warnings for eating disorders, but it is really good. The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, and I just got the second one of this for Christmas, so I'll be reading that soon. Yeah. Would very much recommend this, just for the pretty pages that it has every now and again. Doctor Who Time Lord Fairy Tales. I read this in like 2 days. Pictures are also gorgeous. Cities of Rome and Italy. This is part of the Classical World series by Guy de la Bougier. I can pronounce things. Yeah, I used this as a textbook for classics, but it was very useful, so gave it 5 stars apparently. This Education of Cameron Post by Emily M. Danforth. There will be a review of this going up possibly in March. I think it goes up in March. You'll find out. The Wicked and the Divine, Volume 3, Commercial Suicide. I've just bought the 4th one. I cannot wait to read it. I love the series so much. It's amazing. Would highly, highly recommend. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child got 5 stars just for sentimental reasons. I have a full review up on my channel if you would like to know more of what I thought about this book. I'll probably link it in the description. If not, it's on my channel. Heart of Sparta by Amelia Carosella. I read this for a project and I really, really enjoyed it. I emailed the author to ask about something related to the project and she gave me an extremely lengthy and prompt reply, which I really, really appreciated. So I'm going to be reading the second one, mainly just to support the author because she was so lovely, but also because I did actually really enjoy it. The Iliad, this is like a little version, it's like an abridged version of the Iliad. This would have been in a stationery haul video that I did with Tilly a while back. This version was really good because it had a lot of background, like half of the book, I'd say about half of the book is background and the rest of it is an actual abridged version of the story, which is very, very useful if you are studying this book. And the last book that I read, this isn't in order but this happens to be the last book that I read, was The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness. This has one of the most accurate descriptions of OCD I've ever read, ever. It is incredible and the idea is amazing. I've only read one other book by Patrick Ness and that was more than this and I really enjoyed that as well, but I'm definitely going to be looking more into his work after I've read this because oh my god, I read this in like 2 days. And the 3 books that I gave 5 stars that I don't own is Song of Achilles. Review should be up now on my channel. Should be, I think. Fahrenheit 451 and The Colour Purple are the books that I read that I don't own. My little handy post-it note, which is totally useless because I didn't put the authors on it. I'm gonna go and put away all these books that are now all over my floor. I hope you enjoyed that little tour into what I read this year. Recommend me some books down below or ask me for some recommendations because I read a lot and I can probably give you some. If you enjoyed any of these books or didn't enjoy them, then let me know what you thought of them in the comments. I think that about covers everything. New videos there every Wednesday. Request some questions down below. You know the whole drill. Like and subscribe, all that jazz you've heard a gazillion times. Not from me, mainly from other people. I don't have a gazillion videos up. I'm gonna bring you to me this time. Yeah, bye.